Good afternoon, YouTube. I want to introduce you to the latest firearm in the family, and that's the Smith Wesson 9mm Model 39-2. Now, this gun had a pretty long history while it was in production. This gun was designed for the military trials in 1954 when the Army and the military in general were going to replace the 1911. And when that didn't work out, in 1955, Smith Wesson put this on the civilian market. And it's 8-round capacity, and it's the standard single action, double action, very, very similar to the Walther P38, and it found real favor in the law enforcement market. And in 1967, the Illinois State Police picked these up, and a lot of people are saying, well, gee, it's only 8 rounds of 9mm. You gotta remember something. In that time period, the late 60s, almost every single police department in the country was using revolvers. So 8 rounds of 9mm versus 6 rounds of, say, 38 Special, 357, what have you, and you still have a superiority. Plus, it's a single stack magazine. This gun is very compact in the hand. It's very, very, very form-fitting. This gun, when you hold it, is very much like a 1911, which is, as you can see with the curved backstrap, that they built this gun to very much fit in with shooters who were used to 1911s. But it really just didn't work out for the military, except for the Navy SEALs, who during Vietnam, they modified these with 14-round magazines. And once in a while you hear of a standard 8-round magazine, but they hit 14-round mags for these. They were beefed up some, and the SEALs loved them. And those later became the basis for the Smith Wesson Model 59, which had the higher capacity magazine. So, a little more about this one. This particular gun is from 1973. It's in absolutely fantastic condition. I got this for a very reasonable price. And let me explain the features to this. Now, prior to this, I did do a weapons check. And the only way I can show you this is with the magazine in the pistol, because it has a magazine safety. For when the slide is first brought back, your hammer is there. Okay, and your first shot is going to be single action. Everything after that is double action. Bring this down. There's your decocker. Okay, now the gun is unsafe. Now the gun is double action. If I pull the trigger, it's going to cycle through a double action and it's going to fire. That was how this pistol operates. Now, people are saying, well, gee, you don't have a safety, and it's you got to push safety up. One of the reasons why this was popular is because you could leave the gun just like this, and it would service just like a double action revolver, which is why it was so popular. It's because you pull the trigger as like a double action trigger pull, but you also don't need to have a safety on. It's not like a 1911 where you have a grip safety or a thumb safety you hacked. This is ready to go right now. So really the only thing you have to worry about is basically pulling the trigger. Very much like most firearms now. So, I mean, and of course, again, you can carry it on safe or just like that, and either way, it's ready to roll. And I'll drop the magazine here. And a lot of people, the biggest reason you hear a lot of people complain about guns like this, well, it's 8 rounds. It's all it is 8 rounds and that's it. Well, how much do you really need? And granted, if you want to have a high capacity gun, certainly go for it. I got this because I live in the People's Republic of New York, which limits us to 10, because I was going to get something else, but everything I was looking at, I had to make sure they shipped it with a 10-round mag. I didn't want that. And this, this is a very nice gun. It was in excellent shape. I wanted to try the model out. I've looked at these over the years. I've never really shot one, and believe me, I cannot wait to shoot this gun. But, for the money, for what it is, and as far as personal defense, you're not going to get a much better pistol than this. So, this is just a quick overview of the of this Model 39 Smith & Wesson. It feels unbelievably nice in the hand when you hold this gun. It has got such a nice feel to it. I can see why so many people like that particular style of gun, the 39, the 59, you know, the later series 9mm that onto the 40. To me, this in a 45 might be a little bulky. In 9mm, this is perfect. This has got such a nice feel to it. It's very simple operations, you know, very simple sights, you know, just standard rear, ramp front, which was, you know, typical of the time. And, you know, I haven't measured the trigger pull yet. I know the single action pull is outstanding. But so this is just going to be a quick one for now, just to let you know that I'm hoping, depending on how my schedule is, I've been very busy over the last month or so, depending on my schedule is, when I can get this out and shoot it. When I shoot this gun, you will get a nice treat, because that's going to be a range video. That's going to be a range video. So, till then, YouTubers, have a nice day.